Very generous today. Go ahead.
Okay, so over here, this is, first of all, what you need to see, this is an extremely large tumor formation. You see that this is, you see the measuring stick over here, very large. And even on this low magnification, you can see a sort of a swirling pattern going on, a similar pattern which you should be acquainted with from the general pathology seminar, because we had the same swirling pattern in leiomyoma of the uterus in that examination site. When we go to the higher magnification, we see that the cells, first of all, they are relatively identical to one another, relatively large. We see the cytoplasm, and they are constantly changing their direction. In some areas, you may even say that they resemble smooth muscle cells, and you won't be very wrong about that, because they do resemble smooth muscle cells in some areas, and you see their swirling pattern where they form whirlwind-like formations, and in the center of some of those formations we may see over here, it's not so well, but over here, for example, we may see these very dense, very intensely colored purplish, and in some areas we may even see their laminar structure, as if a tree has been cut in half. These are calcium deposits, or we call them psammoma bodies. You saw them previously in the papillary carcinoma of the thyroid glands. These psammoma bodies, they aren't specific for meningiomas. We see them in a lot of tumors, but when we see them so diffusely within the tumor at the center of those whirlwinds, so this is a structure which in time will also become a psammoma body like this one. This allows us to say that this is a psammomatous meningioma, and because there is no cellular atypia, we have only the tissue atypia here present, we can say that this is a completely benign tumor. But however, these are one of the tumors which during the general pathology classes you've been told that they may be benign tumor, but they may be with a malignant course, because this tumor is very large, and if it compresses, for example, the brainstem, the center of respiration, for example, or the center of the cardiac rhythm, that compression may lead to the sudden death of the patient, despite the tumor itself, which caused it, being completely benign in its biological behavior. And yeah, that's the point.
Okay. We thank very much to Dr. Stoyanov, who has been very detailed. Guys, do not forget that you have classification for astrocytomas and multiform glioblastoma, which is actually 4-grade classification, and you should remember it for your exam and tell it to the professor. I gave it to you on the practical, and I saw that he gave it to you on his lectures, so at least you should be able to mention it. Also, about types of brain tumors, it's very important the hint that Dr. Stoyanov told to you, that actually these are tumors which already, although considered benign, could have a malignant course, because they are pushing structures and they are leading to changes specifically. What else here it said? Classification for brain tumors, which we mentioned on the practical. I gave it to you. We have a very detailed conversation about this one. Do not forget to tell it the way I gave it to you to the professor. It's by the latest World Health Organization classification. It's very brief, but it's informative enough so that you can tell it on your exam. Okay, that's pretty much all from us this semester. Study. If you have any questions, you can always find me on the Viber or on my email. And see you on your exam. That's all from me. Have a nice day.